Hey guys, MK here, and I'm very happy to say that today we're going to be doing the Tenstorrent unboxing. And actually what's inside this box is actually the Tenstorrent Quietbox, and it's packed with 4 Wormhole N300 cards. So we're going to do the unboxing and we're going to get this bad boy up and running and make sure OnDemand is sitting on top of it. And let's see how you can have your AI agents running completely on-prem.
Hey everyone, Yamen here. We've got the Quietbox up and running, as you can see, and then I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is to get on-demand running as an on-prem solution. As you can see on my screen right now, we're just going to start by prepping a folder to download all the deployment stuff, right? And then next we're going to use Auras to log in to our artifacts server and pull from our private registry. We're just going to put in our username and password. All right, login succeeded, and then we're just going to use Auras to pull the artifacts. And once that's done, we see that all the files are downloaded and ready for the next step, which will be running the bootstrap script. All right, now, as you can see, we're running the bootstrap script. And what this script does is it downloads all the Docker images needed for the on-demand deployment. So it sets up all the on-demand platform services, as well as all the Kubernetes services and Helm as a service and everything related to the Ubuntu server, so that the Helm charts can run essentially. So you can see here, we're downloading all these packages and installing them, and all of this is being automated by the bootstrap script. We can see that the cluster is being initialized and all the rules are being created, meaning that the cluster has been deployed and that any packages necessary should be available. Next, we can use the kubectl get pods command in order to make sure that the command has been successfully installed. Next, we will move on to the deploy phase. And for that, we will be using the deploy script. As you can see, using this script, it allows us to set the domain and the URLs needed to run the on-demand service. And what this does is it allows us to automatically create all the subdomains required under this base URL. And these subdomains are required for the services to speak to each other, essentially. Next, we'll set up the admin's username and user email. And we will also set up the registry server needed to pull the Docker images. For now, we're just going to keep it as default. And then we will also be giving the local storage cloud name. And this storage is for storing any files locally as an on-prem block storage solution. So similar to S3 on the cloud, but on-prem and open source. Next, we will be providing the load balancer with the IP address. This IP address can be the public IP address, or it can be the local area network IP address, which can be used inside the air-gapped network. And next, we have some other parameters, such as the OpenAI API key if needed. And as you can see here, it automatically generated an output file. Next, we will view the contents of this file. And we can see that it automatically generated all the different passwords, all the different API keys. And if need be, these can be manually modified later on. So we can see with this file, you can view all the Helm chart values, and again, these can be modified later on manually if needed. Next, we see that the script has completed successfully. Next, we'll be using the Helm registry login command in order to log into the AI-Rev artifact server. And this server is needed for all the deployment artifacts. And once that's done, we can use this command that we've shown earlier in order to download and make sure that all the dependencies are there for the proper operation of the on-demand services. As you can see, all these repositories are being added right now dynamically. We can use the Helm file sync command in order to deploy all the Helm charts using just a single file. And this single file will contain all the environment variables. And this makes it very easy in the future to manage any versions or update any environment variables. And finally, once that's done, we can just use the kubectl command in order to just double check that all of the services are up and running. As you can see, the services are now being deployed and the containers are being initialized. All right, now that we have OnDemand running on the Quietbox, we will be proceeding by querying the model running on the Quietbox, and we will be using the Perplexity agent. We will be asking it to do some research. So we will say, please do some research on Tenstorrent and create a report on the findings. And as this is running, you can see that we've chosen the Tenstorrent box reasoning mode. And with that, you can also see on the side in this terminal that the Tenstorrent box is actually being called directly as the VLLM metrics show. And here we are. The output is being generated and the metrics are being shown. And as you can see, the models on the box are being directly queried by the OnDemand service in order to run this agentic workflow. And this concludes how easy it is to set up OnDemand on on-prem solutions. A huge thanks to the Tenstorrent team for sending over the Quietbox. Looking forward to showcasing some more demos with it in the future. Thank you all.